We're not working. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I'm not Bobby. He is. Here, you want to talk on this one?
You just go ahead and talk. Say hi.
Hello.
Hey, we can talk about Bobby. We'll
yeah, we can talk about Bobby while he's not muted, or while he's muted.
Really you know, you think that our guys would check this before we start.
One of these days, we're going to get this right.
Is not today.
Oh,
Good morning, everybody. There you are. How about that? He's a firefighter. He's a maniac. It's our producer, Captain Kurt. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Orange Blossom Social. I am your humble correspondent, Bobby Randall, along with Dangerous Dave, Captain Kurt back there, the producer of the show, and Fast Eddie's here. Heather Byers up at the reign to make sure we all don't go off into the ditch somewhere, which can happen anytime. Good morning. Boy, there's a bunch of folks here. How many people are here new? What are you pointing over there for? Oh yeah.
The other
Roger's
boss.
here too. Yeah, well, we know Roger's here, of course, but
He's always here.
Heather's the one that we like better. How many people are here? He knows it. How many people are here at the podcast for the first time? We got a bunch of people here. Holy mackerel.
Hello,
Look at y'all.
everybody.
Well, let me tell you what goes on here at the show. It's just basically this. A bunch of banter back and forth between you and all the folks that are watching online. Along the way, we tell you about what's going on here at the Orange Blossom Opry, or what we've been doing at the Orange Blossom Opry. A lot of new things going on here. And we also take questions from you, which means raise your hand, and Mike, who is our roving reporter here, will come up with a microphone, and you'll be able to, we'll talk and chat. Please do not do what most people do, and that's immediately after the show, they walk up to the table and go, "Can I ask you a question?" And I said, "Where were you the last hour?"
Now is the time for questions. Now.
Yeah, now is the time to ask questions, and we'll take anytime you fire your little hand up there. What an awesome weekend we had. Anybody here for Neil McCoy's show?
Amazing.
Now, I'm not trying to be, put anybody else down, but I think overall show, I mean, don't matter what the music is, doesn't matter. Neil McCoy has one of the best shows that come here, I think, because even if you didn't know who Neil McCoy was or is, if you came to the show, he's funny. Hi, Dan. Good morning. He is funny guy. He's got a bunch of hit songs. Sometimes he gets so wrapped up in his whatever he's blabbering about that he doesn't even sing his hit songs.
Well, it was like 5 shows in one. He had a Christmas show because he kicked off with some Christmas music. It was like a big band show because he did some Sinatra. It was a comedy show. It was a great country music show. And then it was kind of a patriotic show, too.
Yeah, he does do a lot of patriotic
He does a lot of really, really, really great stuff.
Well, you know, he told me that originally he had thought about kind of being a big band singer, like that kind of guy, a Michael Bublé guy, because he kind of sings that stuff really good. I mean, sings everything really good. But talk about a crazy man. Yep. Boy, that man is a handful to keep up with him because he's crazy. We had, of course.
Before we go on, one thing I do want to say, we want to send our thoughts and prayers and our condolences out to Andrew Fry, Neil's piano player. He lost his mother this weekend.
Yep, he sure did.
So, Andrew, we're thinking about you, buddy. We love you.
Yep, no fun in that. Been there, done that. recently. What I was going to say, too, was we want to thank all of you folks because Thursday night and Friday night at the Orange Blossom Opry, it was nothing but the Orange Blossom Opry Band playing both nights to a sold-out crowd, both nights. So God bless you folks for...
That fella over there sneaked in, too.
Yep, what's that?
I said, that fella over there sneaked in, too.
Oh, there he is. John Johnson's here. We always like to see him.
John snuck in and sang a couple songs with us Friday. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
He did a great job, as usual.
This classic country thing that we've been doing has really taken off. We started out with apprehension is a good word, but you know what? It's selling out crowds. I think the next one may be sold out, but we mix up the songs. It's not the same songs. We're going to have a guest next time. Do y'all know? I think I have his name right. Do y'all know Alvin Andrews? He does a Hank Sr. Tribute thing. And man, he kind of looks like Hank.
He had suits made just like the originals.
Yep.
It's awesome.
And he gets just as drunk as Hank ever got. I don't know about that. But he's going to be our guest. So we're going to do a few last time we played songs from the 40s, 50s. I don't think we played one song more than the 70s. I don't even know.
70s was it.
I think we stopped out at the 70s, but we played songs from the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. And when I tell you 60s, this isn't bebop 60s, that kind of stuff. It's old country stuff, Webb Pierce stuff, old songs. Hank Snow, all that stuff.
Yeah. 78, I think, was the most recent song we did.
Yeah. So we're going to do some Hank Sr. That day, which we have not done in our classic shows. We've maybe hit one or two of them, but we'll do, you'll get your taste of Hank Sr. So that'll be a lot of fun. Let's see, and that was it. Mike Peterson, that was our guest. He's always awesome. And Neil McCoy, that's it. Let's see,
and don't forget about Sunday's show.
Yeah, well, Sunday's show was awesome. Did anybody come here Sunday? Show up Sunday? I wonder if anybody showed up. We had to reschedule our Sunday show. For those of you who are the Bob Seger fans, they will be here on the 27th. Right, is that correct?
It is.
27th.
Tuesday, the 27th.
All right.
And this week, 2 weeks from today.
Is this week, I'm a little confused on this, so you can straighten me out, Dangerous. The Stevie Ray Visited, is this part of the beginning of the Blues and Brews?
Technically, it is.
Okay.
It is a tribute. It is a tribute show. It's not original blues artist, but I mean, it's a tribute to one of the greatest blues guitarists that ever lived.
Yeah. Now, it was we were talking about this, I guess, and we were talking about Eric Clapton yesterday. They're considered blues guys, right?
Absolutely.
In the sense of, Eddie, I have a question for you.
Yeah, hit me.
All right, you ready?
I'm born.
Do you know what the blues is?
Sure.
What is the blues?
It's rock and roll and blues mixed together.
No.
That's what blues means.
Do you know where the blues started, everybody?
Oh,
do you
no.
know?
See, there's so many different style of blues. One person's going to say Texas, the other one's going to say
no, I know
Chicago, one's going to say
No, I know
Louisiana.
exactly where I know exactly where, when, and how it started. So, do you? The blues actually started, and the blues itself was a term that they penned back in the 17th century. It was the blues, it was the Red Devil blues that people suffered when they were trying to get off of alcohol, and they called it the Red Devil blues. The black people, Afro-American, whatever politically correct way you say it, I'm not sure, but they actually, the old slaves and the black people in the late 1800s started the blues, and started in the Delta of Mississippi. And I read up a bunch of stuff on it because I wanted to know what I was talking about. And it's their term. It's their term. It said, and then as the black folk started to migrate into the cities, that music they kind of brought along with them. But it really is just exactly that. It was a term developed on withdrawal over. The blues came to me a state of agitation or depression. So that's what that music is about, is depression. But it was the black guys, sitting, singing, they were whatever, suppressed, depressed, all of that, which is where, so the music actually started in the Mississippi Delta.
Didn't you ever see the movie Crossroads?
I did.
Blues ain't nothing but a good man feeling bad.
Yeah, it's all just about that. So, but now today it's taken on like everything else, and like Eddie said, different genres. There's really no blues that's it. And if you think about country music, country music's different too, because Hank Williams is certainly different from whatever that noise is on the radio today that they call
Jelly
country
Donut?
music. Yeah, Jelly Donut. And even the 90s music's different. So the music has changed, as has the blues music. And one of the things that I was talking with Roger about yesterday is some of these guys have taken blues to a level that's beyond, I'm a big fan of Joe Bonamassa. Some of those old blues guys weren't very good. It wasn't that they were very good. A lot of those guys back then played guitar on one string, 2 strings. They didn't have any money. This is a Mississippi Delta in the 1800s.
Well, a lot of that's how Bottleneck Slide worked out.
So that was those guys just trying to do the best they could with what they had, just sitting around singing, oh, my dog died, or whatever that is. And how that has evolved into what it is today is simply amazing. If you look up your history on blues, it's really, really interesting on how it started. In what was that guy's name? Robert Johnson. He was a story, right? He went to Crossroads.
Yeah, he sold his soul to the devil.
Yeah. So did Eddie.
Hey, speaking of the blues series, the Blues and Brews series, I've got something a little special planned for the patio entertainment.
Oh no!
Yeah. Well, the first couple of shows we have the incredible Chop
Hey, what's
Opie
in here?
Donuts
Woo! All right.
with sprinkles. Thank you.
That's for you. All right.
The Orange Blossom Opry Blues Band is going to be opening 9 of the 13 shows.
Starting this Wednesday, everybody.
Yep.
We'll have our blues shows on.
But there are going to be a few shows that we're not opening.
Yeah.
So on those shows, I have something very special planned for patio entertainment.
Okay.
On one of those shows,
Share us, Red Rider.
on one of those shows, the patio is going to feature the musical stylings of Keith Horn.
He's going to play the patio?
Keith is going to do the patio. And
Hell, there'll be people that show up just to see that.
And on another one of those shows, we're going to feature the music of She and I, Charlene and myself. We're going to be doing the patio on one of the shows. So,
well, you know the guy that books a patio, right?
I do know the guy that books a patio.
All right.
I wonder if Keith needs a backup dancer.
Yeah.
I know he'll need a light technician.
Yeah, you will. All right, this weekend, everybody. Boy, if you're a country music fan, excuse me. If you're a country music fan.
Holy moly.
Yeah, it's that stuff. Gene Watson will be here this weekend on Friday and Saturday. He has 2 shows.
And for people
Pardon me.
coming on Saturday, there is a programming change. Don't
Yeah.
forget that Saturday, the show will start at 1:30, not at 2:30, but at 1:30.
Because we have the Cleverleys that night, so we're trying to put a little space in between it. Cleverleys, those guys are nuts. They're a bluegrass band, by all means, music-wise, instrumentation-wise.
Incredible musicians.
Fiddle, banjo, yeah, they're all really, really good. But they play crazy music. So the only song I knew was "Walk Like an Egyptian." But they play. Do you know what songs they play, Eddie? Or do you know?
Yeah, I think there was a couple rock songs.
Yeah, I liked when they did Yes, Owner of Lonely Heart.
Yeah.
That was
Owner
really
of a
good.
Lonely Heart. Yeah, on bluegrass bands. All right, don't forget. Get those little brains going out there if you have questions, because this show's going to be over before you know it, and then you're going to go say, I wanted to ask them this. So you new folks, don't be shy. Raise your hand, and we'll have Michael show up. You need to say your name, where you're from, and we are here to chat with you, not because otherwise it's going to be dangerous, and I are just babbling all day. Same goes for you folks watching online.
Chef Chris sent me a picture.
For you folks online, watching out there on Facebook, wherever you are in the world, fire in a question. Captain Kurt's back there, and he will push your questions forward to us. No questions? Going once? Going twice? Finally, we got somebody. There's a couple there. There's a guy, no, he's picking his nose. All right, no, sorry. It's close, but we thought we had one going.
Over here.
Good morning.
Good morning, Terry from St. Louis.
Hi, Terry.
Hi, how many new jazz songs or blues songs have you
How many new
learned?
what?
Blues songs have you learned?
I was thinking the same thing.
Well, here's what we have.
We have rehearsal tomorrow.
We're rehearsing
two,
our
but we're
band
gonna
early
stretch 'em
tomorrow. everybody kind of has an idea. We won't have to play that many songs because we're just opening. So everybody will sing one song. It's
And
probably-
every blues song lasts like 45 minutes.
Yeah, and we'll get everybody and their dog to play different solos on it.
Plus,
So
you have
we'll
to
play
define
two.
what learned means.
Yeah, we'll play 2 songs. We'll do 2
Everybody's
songs.
going to say, is this the same song?
Well, aren't all blues songs the same song anyway?
Yeah.
That was the other thing that it said about blues music is most of those things are only 12 bars. Those guys that were making that stuff in the back were just kind of, not real educated with it. Yes, ma'am, good morning.
Hi, Judy Flickinger from the Villages.
Now, wait a second, Judy. We know that no one is from the Villages. You may
Well-
live there now, but where are you from?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, home of the Rock and Roll
That's
Hall
what
of
I'm
Fame.
talking about.
And what's the name of that bar I used to play there? I'll think of it in a minute.
No, not the front row. You probably played the flats down there.
I can't think of the name. Okay, Judy, good morning.
This is my wish,
Yes.
that I could see you sitting on that stool up there and singing some of the songs that you wrote.
Oh,
They're very
sweet.
touching.
Original music.
Well, now listen, and you bring up an interesting point because we have, I don't know what the word is, discussed, how about that, several times about doing a show of original songs. I've had a lot of people record my songs, but in all fairness, some guys don't write songs. So some guys do. A lot of guys in our band I've not known to be songwriters. I know Dustin writes songs and has written a lot of songs, but some guys don't. So it's going to end up being, in our case, a night of my songs and whoever else in the band writes songs. But we thought about doing that. We thought about doing that several times, y'all, and I just don't know if that'd be something everybody want to come in here, because the majority of people, the reason that I think is the success of the Orange Blossom Opry Band is I try to pick songs, we all do, try to pick songs that you know. Every song we play, I want you to know. And then we try to play it exactly like the record, so that's going to make, it's going to sound, you're going to go, oh my gosh, that's the key to what we do. So then we'd be up there playing a bunch of songs you don't know and never heard before. And, not every song I wrote was a great song. I got some. So you bring up an idea, maybe we'll put it up for a vote sometime and see how that goes. But thank you. We'll possibly look at it. Yes,
How bad
ma'am.
it was the Agora Theater you played in
At
Cleveland?
the Agora Ballroom.
Yep.
That's where I played in
Yep.
Cleveland. Did you know where that? You ever hear that?
Oh,
I
I've
played
been
the
there.
Agora Ballroom in Cleveland. I also played the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I played that a couple times. Who was that guitar player that was crazy that played for Ozzy Osbourne, I think? Not the guy
Randy
killed-
Rhoads.
No, that was
Zach
yeah,
Wild.
one of those dudes was there. I can't remember who it was. Anyway, onward.
Leslie from New York.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi. New
Thank you
York-
for the donuts.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any time for sprinkles. Saturday night was outstanding. We didn't know what we were going to expect. Neil McCoy was outstanding, and so were you guys. And he mentioned that something about Nashville, that you were invited to go to Nashville.
Yes. Well, I lived there
This
for
was
4
last year.
Yes. And we really don't know if you went or
Oh,
why
yeah.
you were invited.
Well, I lived in Nashville for 43 years before I came here. My history is, you have to look it up. But I played in a band called Sawyer Brown for many years. I was a founding member of that band, and then I've been out of it. And because they're celebrating their 40-year, whatever, not
Anniversary.
reunion, 40 years of still out there beating your brains out on the road, they asked me to come up and play the Ryman Auditorium with them. So I went up there and played the Ryman. That was last year. I did that. And I was a big success, mostly because I took Dave's amp.
It was cool. It sounded awesome.
Everybody went, what are you playing through? And I said, this old, what is it, 66?
1966. Fender Princeton.
1966 Princeton.
Yeah. It's a cool amp.
Yeah, well, if you're trying to follow Neil McCoy in a conversation, you really have to be kind of like a tennis ball. Because that's him. Everybody, we'll move on unless we have questions. Any more questions, just pop your hand up because we'll talk about anything. Thank you very much.
Another question
Over
up
here we
here.
have a question. Yeah, come on, good morning.
Good morning. Dave from Ohio.
Hey, Dave.
How you doing?
Go Buckeyes.
Yes, sir.
Nah.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Not go blue, that's for sure. Can you give us an update on Dr. Carl?
Oh, on Dr. Carl. For those of you who don't know, Dr. Carl's a big friend of ours, and he does the John Denver show here. I won't get into a whole lot of things, but he's had some health problems. But the last text that I got from his wife was a few days ago, Sherry, and said that Dr. Carl is home and doing better, and said that he walked to the mailbox. So there you go. As far as much more medical stuff, I don't know that I need to be giving out all that information. But as of today, a bunch of us took our Harleys over there last week and rode over to see him in the hospital. But now he's out of the hospital. So our prayers, everybody keep him in your prayers. And we'll leave it at that. Yes, sir.
Mavis and Bob from Wisconsin.
Hey.
I got 2 good ones for you. Well, good ones or not.
Don't tell me jokes because I don't use other people's jokes. Go.
I can't remember jokes. So anyway, the first thing I would like to make a personal request.
Sure.
You start with your songs and everybody is in your band. Would you please do one night of all your original songs for us?
Were you here just a minute ago?
Yeah, I was just here a minute ago. And I'm just hoping to start a rumor here that you would do that for us.
Well, I can say this. Roger and I have discussed it many times. I'm afraid that nobody'd show up. I mean, I don't know. I'll tell you what. I'll put it up in the hopper. We'll move it up. There's Roger sitting back there in the back, and he's kind of nodding, putting his thumbs up. So maybe it'll happen. But the other thing is the Opry itself. Excuse me. The Opry itself is booked. I mean, we're booked almost every day, so we'd have to either
Maybe
wait.
we can do it in July.
Yeah, no. No. Hey, I got it. I spoke for you yesterday, but I've got a. I have to tell the band we have a job offer for our band, but it's July 17th. You know, we do this Brooks and Dunn tribute that's coming in March, I think, something like that.
Yeah, we can.
And the guy called me and said, "Hey, you guys want to do another Brooks and Dunn thing somewhere else?" And the money's really good, Dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's like it's $1,000 a guy.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and I said, "Well,
I see new guitars in my future.
I'll run it. I'll run it by Dangerous. I'll run it by the guys in the band and see who wants to do it. But it's July 17th, so it's right in the middle of our thing.
March
I'll tell you what,
15th
though,
is going to be the date of Kenny's Brooks and Dunn show. March 15th.
March 15th, if you're a Brooks and Dunn fan, boy, you want to get tickets for that because this guy sounds just like Ronnie Dunn, and you close your eyes and think you're listening to Brooks and Dunn. We will run that up the flagpole. Next question, sir.
Well, it's kind of a thing about Fast Eddie.
Yeah, well,
You
everybody's
guys
got
are
that.
always kidding about his name, Fast Eddie. Well, I found out where he's getting his second income from.
His second income?
Yeah. He won't admit it, but he has a very large amusement park in Pensacola called Fast Eddie's.
I'm waiting for that royalty check.
Yeah, there is a place called Fast Eddie. You know, in my hometown, Larry, you know that there's a gas station, not a gas station, a car wash called Fast Eddie's, which is probably where I got the nickname for Eddie. Didn't you tell me though? I mean, I was the first guy to start calling you Fast
Yeah,
Eddie, but didn't you tell somebody else did?
I had in high school, the man who was in charge of guarding, he was our bodybuilding coach. He was the guy that you got paddled by if you were running in the hall or did something bad. Well, this individual here decided to run in a hall one day and got paddled by the bodybuilding coach and didn't do that again, but he was the only person in my lifetime that I allowed to call Fast Eddie.
Well,
And
now
so
you-
I get here, and once he called me, and I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. And I was like,
No, I did. Yeah, well, now just to clarify, folks, you were obviously not involved in the bodybuilding class in high school.
no.
Okay. Just
I was a
double
wrestler,
checking
but I
with
wasn't
that.
bodybuilding.
Okay. All right. Hey,
Before we move on to
Yep.
to this week's coming up shows, I have a little confession about Sunday.
Sunday, why would you?
Yeah,
do?
you know, since unfortunately our shows were moved to another date, big surprise, Charlene and I decided to go out on the boat.
You're always on the boat.
Yeah.
It was
So-
cold though.
It was cold. So and we were looking at the radar, and everything out west was going to be covered up with rain. So we went to the St. John River,
Okay.
put it on the St. John River, and I got stopped for speeding in the boat.
Oh, you did?
I had a sheriff boat come up with the lights going. And I'm like, what the heck?
How fast were you going?
Well, fast enough to make a wake in a no-wake zone.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, and he proceeded to educate me on the proper speed around, especially in the manatee zones. They don't like that.
Did you tell him you were Dangerous Dave?
Yeah.
No, Charlene did, though.
You need to tell him you know Bobby Randall, and then you'll get twice the fine.
No, Charlene threw me under the boat, man. She was like, he don't know what he's doing.
He's an idiot, and
Yeah.
he's got friends that are retired police officers, and he still doesn't know nothing.
So he did let me go with a warning, so thank you, Deputy. I don't remember his last name, but let me go with the warning. Let me go with the warning, and he told me that not to take my boat out on that lake because I would die.
So that is why, reasons like that is why I always carry extra Orange Blossom Opry tickets in my pocket.
Even on the lake.
I don't give a damn if I'm in Illinois.
Well,
If I'd have had some when I was in Red Lodge, Montana this summer, I wouldn't have that ding on my driver's license. All right.
So I was telling my sons about this, and my youngest son Davey, he's 16 and he recently got his driver's license, and he goes, "Well, Dad, I'm glad you told me about you getting stopped because I have something to tell you." 5 months in, he got his first speeding ticket.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's an accelerated. He's really really bright kid. I mean, you've met Davey.
He's way smarter than you.
Oh yeah, by far. So he used to have. He wouldn't have to go to school till 10 a.m. because he had this other class that he would do online for this advanced program. Well, now that the new semester started, he has to go at regular time. Well, he was going into school, and when he would go before, the lights were already off, and it wasn't a school zone. Well, this time of morning, it was a school zone, and so he got a ticket for 38 and a 15. So $160, and he has to go to court.
What's the biggest ticket y'all ever got? Eddie, what's the biggest ticket you ever got? You get a speeding ticket?
Only two, yeah, probably, I don't know, $100.
How many over, though?
$100. Oh, not, probably 10 miles over, probably.
I bet I got one that
interstate.
nobody will stop, but go if you got a big ticket for a big speed.
Back
What's
when
yours?
when I was trading my Harley for one of them goofball bikes.
Yeah.
They didn't catch me, but they tried to.
Yeah.
I was north of 140.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
I got it one time in Pennsylvania. You would put studs on your tires, and April 15th it was the deadline, and I happened to forgot to take them off. And
Yeah, I remember.
April 16th, a motorcycle cop pulled me, and
Chewing up the
they
road.
never give me no warnings. They just ticket me. I just got sucker wrote on my forehead. Yeah, it was like.
So one time, I grew up with it, like most of y'all did. I had hot rods. I had a 64 Chevy, and I hopped that all up. Then I got a Roadrunner. And all those years as a kid, I was pretty good. I never really got any tickets. But at one point in my life, I was an idiot, and I decided I wanted a Porsche. And then I had a license plate on the back that said Sawyer B on it, so for Sawyer Brown. And I was out, this is back when the speed limit, remember when the speed limit was 55? For whatever reason that was. Well, I was on I-24, and I thought, man, I had a red Porsche, a 911. I got to see what this thing will do. So I was pretty well north of 140. When I saw the sheriff, and I slammed on the brakes as hard as I could, landed that car down, and he whipped around and come around. And his thing was flashing 110. So years and years ago, I got a ticket where I almost lost my driver's license. I had to go. I was in Sawyer Brown, and this was in Nashville, and it was a little bit helpful, but I had to. It's long off my driving record now, but I almost went to jail. It was ugly.
Yeah, in Tennessee, double the
What
speed
are you
limit,
doing?
they'll throw you in jail.
Yeah, what are you doing driving that fast?
Oh, here too?
Yeah, I drive like an old man now. Although I did get a ticket last summer, and that rascal. All I did was, I didn't come to a complete stop at a stop sign because I'm blaming it on my buddies, but because I'd never take responsibility for doing anything wrong. I've been told. Anyway, yeah, we don't want to talk about my tickets anymore. If we got any more questions, we'll move along. Questions 111. If you think of something, just raise your hand at any time. Mark Cheston will be here this year. I talked to his boys. I'm so excited about him coming. It'll be awesome. Sweet Caroline guys are coming. The Malpass brothers, I talked to them yesterday. They'll be here next week or something, and they are awesome. Yes, sir, good morning.
Tom Griffiths from Michigan.
Hi, Tom. Yeah, whereabouts in Michigan?
I was born and raised in Flint, and I drank the water.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I can see you glowing back there.
Hey, this is kind of personal for you. Notice the pictures you put online out to the ranch. You're kind of like enclosing the bottom portion of one of your corrals? What's
Yeah,
going
well,
on?
here's the story on that. And let me tell you what I did, y'all. This is why I'm sitting today. All of those were 2x6s, and we cut them, and I like to get exercise. I don't go to the gym. So I thought, well, I'll cut these 2x8s, and, instead of bending over all the time, because they were all on the ground up, I did lunges. I'd like lunge out, do lunges. So the part of your body that you're sitting on, that, with your ass, I can hardly sit on mine because it hurts, and my legs are so stretched out for that. But we have a little bit of we live on kind of a hill, and water kind of runs down and runs in to the corrals in the front, and I've tried everything. I've tried to wash this out, and I was going to put a concrete fence around it. It's really, really expensive, and I don't want to talk about expenses right now because I'm crying about other things. But so my wife is very smart. She built a French drain around the front of that, and then getting all this rock and put in on top of it and the French drain, and then on the inside of that, we put, they look like panels, but they're 2x6s. They're heavy-duty things. So we build a little wall on the inside to keep the dirt from washing down in there. Now, I know there'll be a little bit, but it was pretty tough because last year it gets torrential rains here, as you know. And water, here's this thing that if water just comes down and sits, water won't hurt anything. But if water starts moving, it can...
It takes stuff with it.
Take it right out. So all it's got to find is a little stream, and the next thing you know, you got a big, ditch washed out down into the horse corral. So that's what we did. We went around and put all those up there, and then we dug a trench around the top, and we put gravel in that and put a pipe in it, and then you burrito it. If you want to know how to make a French drain, I'm an authority on it now, thanks to my wife. So you put gravel, then you put this black pipe, and then you put more gravel, and then you burrito that with this wrap, and then you bury it with gravel, and that will make the water go into that drain and go around the sides of that wall. So yes, I'm paying the price for that. My hamstrings are killing me today. So, yep, my wife is not one for sitting around much. And when we have a day off, I think, I'm going to sit back and put my feet up and watch football. Ain't going to happen at the ranch.
Well, hey, this weekend you were talking about country music legend Gene Watson.
Yes.
But we have another music legend coming this weekend. Sunday, we have Gary Puckett and the Union Gap.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know how cool that is, y'all? Gary Puckett and the Union Gap. When I was a kid, you were too. You're all about the same age, right? You guys are what, all in your 90s? Anyway, like me. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap was on the radio, and you just, I'd be turning. And if somebody would have told me then, I guess I don't know how old I was, whatever, doesn't matter, that, someday that guy will know your name. He'll come in and go, how you doing, Bobby? I mean, that's kind of weird stuff in my life, but that's cool. Gary Puckett and the Union Gap, and they're awesome. He's still singing great, and they're awesome.
And he has a great band,
and he showed up with a guitar that blows all the Dangerous's mine away last year.
Last year he showed up with a 1954 Gibson Les Paul.
Rascal. I really tried to rob him in the parking lot. I had a handkerchief on, and Mike caught me. I spoke with this guy yesterday. I've been buddies with him for a long time. T.G. Shepard will be here.
It's on my birthday.
Yeah. It is?
Yep. T.G.
Friday the 13th? Oh, no, Friday the 30th. Oh. T.G. Shepard will be here, and man, that guy's got hits out the yang, hits after hit after hit after hit. And I always, he kind of sings in the same register as I do. And I kind of always wanted to sing some of his songs in our show. But then once my wife realized that all his songs are about womenizing, that put an end to that. Oh, I love them, everyone.
Oh yeah.
Out that way.
Oh, we got an
Cheers,
important.
Walsh.
Got an important question from a new guy. Your first day here, sir?
It's
the boss.
Answer that. I was scrolling Facebook and saw T.G. Shepherd posted a video with him on Hee Haw doing the pitchfork.
Oh, yeah.
And it was only like 2 days after you had just posted yours.
Oh, really?
That you did. So I wondered if he didn't see that and scrounged around and found his and put it out there.
I have to find his. We were remember the Hee Haw gag, y'all, where they had the pitchfork. Where? And people, I don't really have all that stuff. I mean, somewhere at my mom's house, which is my house, but somewhere at that house in Michigan, I've got tons of that stuff, but I don't keep it around. But people send that stuff to me, like out of nowhere. Somebody sent me. I forgot that guy's name, Gaylord. Somebody. He was a comedian, and Sawyer Brown. We were in the cornfield doing, and his thing was, I saw your blue eyes, and I saw your green eyes. I saw your pink cat, and la da da da. I saw your something, and I saw your greyhound. But what you all don't know, why we were laughing so hard, is because he's saying, I've been over, or no, you bent over, and I saw your brown. But so they cut that because they couldn't put that on there. And we were all laughing so hard at the second take, we couldn't stop laughing from what he'd said. He said, you can't say that. So then, but I never saw your brown is what it ended up being. So that's why if you ever see that clip, I put it up on Facebook, we're like gut laughing. It wasn't that was so funny. It was that the first take, what he said was so hilarious, and all of a sudden, cut! So that was funny. Oh, yeah. Hee Haw. Well, that tells you you're old, right? When you say I was. Eddie sent me something yesterday, but I don't know what it was, but it was Soul Train.
Yeah.
I was on Soul Train, y'all. Sawyer Brown, we were on Soul Train. We were on all those shows. Soul Train, American Bandstand. I was on Lifestyle of the Rich and Famous. All those shows were produced by kind of same guys. Anyway, enough of me. Moving on, T.G. Shepherd will be here, and he's awesome.
Yes, he is.
Here's Dangerous with a real important message.
Oh, no, I was just talking about, I was just looking at who's going to be on the patio this week.
Yeah, let's do that. That's turning into a whole thing of its own. I guarantee you keep advertising Keith Horn, that patio will be packed. They won't show up here, but they'll come see Keith Horn and go home.
This week, we've got our good buddy Chop's going to be doing our Wednesday show with the Stevie Ray Visit tribute. Thursday, we have Noah Montgomery. You remember Noah? He's fantastic.
Yep.
Kid from Ocala. Friday, Doug Thompson's going to be out on the patio. Saturday, because it's two different shows, we have Melissa Lashaway for the early show, and Ben Simmons is going to do the second show. Ben's awesome.
Oh, Ben. And seen Ben since Christmas shows.
Yeah. And then Sunday, we have the Narramores doing the early show, and Chop is going to do the late show.
Yep, 2 shows. Just so you all know, this week, the Orange Blossom Opry Band will work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 2 shows Saturday, 2 shows Sunday. We're off Monday. Is the next show next week? Next Tuesday? Oh, 2 weeks from then.
2 weeks.
Then we do another Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then we do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So
Yes.
I told my wife this morning, I kissed her goodbye. I said, I might not see you for a while. So all good. Anyway, lots of things going on here in January. At the end of the month is the Phil Collins Experience. I don't know how that's selling. I haven't looked at it, but it usually sells out. I don't know if it's 2 shows or not, but that's always a good show if you're...
2 shows.
2 shows, yep, 2 shows. And now here's the show that I've got to plug is the Frontmen, y'all. Because if you come to the Frontmen and see the Frontmen, when you say Dangerous, it's kind of like seeing 3 different concerts.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, because
3 incredible concerts.
Because it's the lead singers from 3
of the 90s biggest bands.
Yeah, Restless Heart, Lone Star, and Little Texas. And it's their lead singers. They call it guys that got fired from their own band. But it's the lead singers of those bands. Those guys all probably had LSD. You know what that is?
Lead
singer's disease. I think they still tour with their band. I know Rushlow doesn't. But whatever the case, they put this thing together, and it's just the 3 of them. And they'll do all the hits of Restless Heart, Lone Star, and Little Texas all in one show. So it's be like going to 3 different concerts all in one day.
I don't think I've ever seen a show where that's happened before. That's really, really unique to have
That's
three
a
of
cool
the people
thing,
that were
yep.
on all those hits, that sang all those hits.
Now, the only thing that's bad about that sucks is if you happen to be one of the band members in their band.
Yeah.
Because they're all out of work. But these guys are back. Actually, I think those guys are still working, aren't they? Restless Heart and stuff they do?
No, I think they finally officially retired.
Kapoop. Okay.
Where Texas is.
These guys had listened to you first, they'd be fired man instead of front man.
Yeah, that's right. I'm there.
Now Lone Star is still touring, but they have a new lead singer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've had it several.
Yeah.
A couple over the years. Keith was in Lone Star for a while. You know, one thing I can say about Sawyer Brown is, well, I can't say that, is they didn't switch a lot of players. Guys, the guitar door kind of spun a couple places, and the bass player, but there's still three original guys if you go see Sawyer Brown.
Yeah, speaking of that, here's what I've got down here today.
What?
Is actually that your 40th anniversary poster that you got brought back from you on when they
yeah.
went back there. And I just last night sat down. Kay had never seen it. We sat down and watched the Sawyer Brown documentary. And I think I bought the DVD of it when you were here, but I think you can get it online. But it is really, really cool. There's a lot of really cool stuff in there that I didn't know. They really were a trend-setting band. I mean, that's what I got out of that. You think of certain groups that changed certain formats of music, and Sawyer Brown was a big part of that, of changing country music.
Oh yeah.
At that time, Nashville didn't think it was the greatest idea, but it was.
No, there wasn't. We weren't everybody's cup of tea. But what happened is because of television partially, and we had a live show. You know, our show. I want to take anything away from anybody, but when I was in that fight, if you will, it's like this. My job here at the Orange Blossom Opry, I don't mean this to be mean. It's just my job is to have our band be better than any other band. And I don't care who you are when you come in here. Our job is to have the Orange Blossom Opry Band, excuse me, better than anybody that comes here. And why wouldn't I do that? Why would I say, oh, I don't care? You know, that's the point. And so when I was in that band, you know, it's us against the world. And at that time, in the beginning, those guys weren't there. Restless Heart, Lone Star wasn't there. The only person that was really out there was Alabama. They were the Cat Daddy, and the Nitty Gritty Dirt Band was running around, but Highway 101 and all those bands weren't out. They were 90s bands. We were 80 bands. Diamond Rio wasn't out yet. So I always thought...
Yeah, you talk about Alabama breaking down so many doors, but Sawyer Brown opened as many doors as Alabama did. I'm convinced of it.
Well, we were... So the point was, they were already big stars, and we were just coming up. And again, I'm not taking anything away from anybody, but I knew we had a better live show than they did. Because I watched them. Randy's a great singer. Teddy sat there a lot of times and watched the Ferris wheel go around. We were running around, dancing around, being crazy. So what started happening was we started drawing a lot of people. We weren't getting a lot of records on the radio because our music was real different. It took a while because radio's going, oh, no, that's too whacked out. And then we would take these guys and go, look, we are drawing thousands of people. And Kenny Rogers put us on his tour, and we were out there. And so our band was kind of lopsided, if you were, meaning we were drawing tons of people in our live show, but we weren't getting the record play. It took a while to get that all evened out as what you want. Usually it's big record play first. So it was an uphill climb for us, but I remember we were on the Kenny Rogers tour, and we played Salt Lake City, Utah, which I'm kind of a Utah boy. My mom was from Utah, and all my relatives are out there. And Kenny Rogers came in. This is year 3, we've been out touring with him. He came in, sat down the morning. We'd played there the night before. I think we were in Idaho or something. He said, boys, last night, y'all outsold the old man on merchandise. And we sold, I remember that, we sold $85,000 worth of T-shirts at the Salt Palace. He said, I think it's time y'all need to move along. So... I mean, it was all in good heart, but anyway, I don't know how I got off in the weeds on that. We had a Facebook question. Yep.
This question is from the Unexpected Duo. How do you guys maintain your voices during so many shows? That's impressive.
Well,
by all of us singing. That honestly, that's the thing is none of us really have to push because all of us sing.
Yeah, let me tell you this though, just so you all know, we love you all. We love you all to pieces. But when you are having a bad night singing or having a bad voice thing, the last thing we need is someone to tell us, because it's horrible. We know when we're sucking. We know when we can't sing. We don't need to come up and say, well, boy, your voice is a little bad. Yeah, no kidding. So we all struggle with it. I struggle probably the most because I have sinus issues all the time. But everybody in this band at one time or another had issues and couldn't sing. Dustin hadn't been here long enough yet. But I think you're right, because we divided up, not one guy. But you'll notice when we sing night after night after night after night like that, it gets tough. But when you say that also, I think that probably helps, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, being
I'm convinced of it. You know, the fact that none of us have to sing more than 4 or 5 songs a night.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was one lead singer singing every night, that lead singer would get burnt out quick. But because all of us can and do sing, I think that makes a big difference as far as, if someone's sick, the rest of us pick it up. Take up the slack, and it gives that person time to recover. So.
Yeah, here's the answer to that. Hope you feel better soon.
Yeah.
The front man, where we're going.
After that, we were talking about Neil being wanting to do the Sinatra thing. We have an incredible show coming up. Michael Andrew and Swingerhead.
I don't know anything about him. I know that
it's big band music.
Yeah. Oh, the shark bites. Y'all like that stuff,
Bobby
right?
Darin, Dean Martin, all that kind of stuff. They're going to be coming up on Friday, Eddie's birthday, Friday the 13th. It's not Eddie's birthday, but...
Yeah, that's what we're calling
Sometimes I feel like I was born on the 13th.
Bobby Darin.
Yeah, he's coming in, and he's amazing. So if you haven't got your tickets to that one, you need to grab them.
That's a cool kind of music. That stuff's fun. Valentine's Day, ABBA revisited. That'll be good.
And then that Sunday is Keith's favorite. Keith is looking forward to this show so bad. Sunday the 15th, we have Yachtly Crew.
Let me ask you something, because when I found out what that was, I love all that stuff.
Yeah.
What does Yachtly Crew have to do with anything?
It's just a play on words.
Oh, was it?
Yacht rock.
Yacht rock, but
yeah.
what is it?
But, I mean, it's,
I thought it was Jimmy Buffett music.
No,
well, he's part of that. Yeah,
well, kind of, yeah. But
Okay.
it's groups like Seals and Crofts,
No, it's awesome
Ambrosia,
music. Yeah,
Christopher
awesome.
Cross, that kind of stuff. And they're really, really, really good at it.
Yep. Well, check that out, because, that's going to be awesome music. That's when I looked at what the music they were playing, I thought, holy mackerel, that's great stuff. Oh,
Yeah.
so a radio station that does that plays, called it Yacht. I guess it
Yeah, it's
doesn't
called
matter
Yacht
where
Rock Radio.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a satellite.
Just doesn't matter where the word came from, but it's great music. Let's take some more questions if we have some. Come on, because I know you're going to walk up here afterwards and go, walk up here and go, hey, can I ask you something? We said, no, you were supposed to ask it 10 minutes ago. All right, good morning, sir. How are you?
Good, good. Bob from Long Island.
Hey, Bob.
My question is, what kind of Harley does the new keyboard player drive?
Good question.
We haven't got him acclimated to us Harley riders yet, but we'll lean on him. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, Peter from Ottawa, Canada.
Hey, Ottawa.
Yeah. A very short answer, because this probably could be really long, but how do you decide when you're going on a tour who you want your opening act to be?
It's all about ticket sales. That's what you think. I mean, some guys will reach out and try to help somebody, generally if they've got a hand in the game, but it's about ticket sales. So even these big shows like Garth Brooks or whatever, I mean, Garth may be the exception to the rule, but it's all about putting butts in seats. So what happens is guys, like headliners, let's just use Brooks and Dunn. And they'll say, well, we want to go play this 20,000 seat place, like Rupp Arena. Let's use that. Well, I don't think we can sell 22,000 seats, but let's put, and I don't know who the upcoming people are now these days, but let's put so-and-so on there because they're coming up and they're selling tickets. So opening acts are all about money and putting seats, and that's what we were to Kenny Rogers. He was playing 10, 15,000 seat places, but couldn't quite sell them out. So he always put the new guy on because I can't remember who was out there before us, but he'd done that for years. And then, because after us came Garth and then came Garth wasn't there long. T. Graham Brown was there, so that's what he would do. And then he would actually use 2 acts, because a lot of times it would be Kenny and Dolly, then a major act, and then an opening act. So in that opening act, a lot of times were guys like Larry Gatlin, the Oak Ridge Boys, those sort of things. So opening acts are generally, at that point, about putting butts in seats. Now, locally, they'll put local guys on because maybe local guys will sell a few tickets too. So that's kind of what that's usually it. Yes, sir.
Hey, Dan from Syracuse, New York.
First time here?
Yeah, first time. I just got to say, there are those artists that are so big that they reach out to somebody to bring them up, and that's what Merle Haggard had the Malpass Brothers open for them for 7 years.
That's what I say. Well, now when a guy has an interest in an act, that's a different story. A lot of guys want to help people, and they'll put people on, whether they're involved with them somewhere, producing them, or maybe they just happen to like them. I don't know. But generally, they're trying to put butts in seats or trying to help this guy get his career kick-started, like in that case.
Yeah, the Possum was really good at it. Every time I seen the Possum, there was somebody that was the next superstar opening up for him. I mean, everybody from
It's
Pace-
because they would sell tickets. Where'd Mike go?
Right here.
Mike go home? Oh, that lady's got her hand up. Either she wants a question or she has to pee. I don't know. Bo?
Well, I'm only taking care of one of those.
Hi, Gene from Jersey.
Hi, Gene from Jersey.
I had a question. I was just curious. When you were on American Bandstand, were you on with Sawyer Brown?
I was.
Okay. How did that go? I mean,
Well, Dick Clark's dead now. You mean, how did it go? How did it go? For some reason, there was a couple people that really took a liking to our band. Dick Clark was one of them. Another guy was Arsenio Hall, if you remember that show. We were on that show a lot. So Dick put us on a bunch of his shows. And he was, Dick Clark Productions, of course, had American Bandstand. But he also had Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. We were on that show. Soul Train was one of their productions. The ACM shows, still one of their productions. And I can't remember a couple of those other shows, but yeah, that's how we were. There's a clip, a really cool clip on YouTube or on one of those things. If you look up Sawyer Brown, what was the name of that show? I just said it, forgot it. Oh, American Bandstand. If you put Sawyer Brown American Bandstand, there's a couple clips of us on there, and Dick talks to all of us and everything. He really liked our band, so that's what. So did Arsenio Hall, which was kind of funny. He'd have us on there a bunch. Never got to do Johnny Carson though. Always wanted to, but never did. Yes, sir.
Hey, Bobby, the Seeger Band was canceled, coming back the 27th. Is that accordion going to be on the patio as well?
Yeah, yes. I was able to get because I had scheduled 2 patio shows for this past Sunday. I was actually able to move both of those openers to Tuesday.
Awesome.
So it'll be Chop for the early show, and a group called the Fahrenheits is going to be debuting on Tuesday the 27th for the Bob Seger Show.
That Seger Show, I'm not trying to push it on you all, but I've said this a million times. They were awesome.
They were one of the best around.
That guy kind of looks like Bob Seger in his early days. So if you guys, do some kind of hit of your favorite medication, where your vision's blurred just a little, he'll look exactly like Bob. But you don't need to do that for him to sound like it, because they're awesome. I said out there, I generally can't watch a whole show from top to bottom. I mean, I have ADD, I suppose, as well. But I watched all their show. They were awesome. They were really good.
Before we wrap it up, I wanted to give a quick shout out. My buddy John Roman sent me a link to a social media page.
You know that rascal?
Oh yeah. I figured you'd find this interesting. There's a guy, and he goes by the handle the Rod Father, as in fishing rod.
Yeah.
He takes veterans out on Lake Weir bass fishing.
Really?
Yeah. At no charge. He just takes them out there and they catch fish. And so I just wanted to give that guy a shout out and tell him thank you for taking care of our servicemen.
John
and
took
women.
me out on his boat for no charge, too. We didn't go fishing, but just drove me around there one time. He's good.
Yeah, I have to take you out on my boat.
He's good.
trying to use you for bait.
I told you, I had a boat exactly like that back in the 1940s. It was exactly like yours.
Had a little hamster.
Had that same sail up in the air and everything. Yes, sir, Mr. Byers, sir.
Because the Forever Seeker show got rescheduled, there are some very good seats that have become available because people were unable to.
Oh, there you go.
Hadn't
if
occurred to
you're
me.
Thinking about going, there may be some really good seats available for that show now.
All right, everybody, in wherever you are in this world, Mr. Byers was telling us that there were several people that could not go on Tuesday, certainly because it wasn't they had to work, was it?
As if there were any bad seats in here.
Yeah. Question
Sat in
right
the
here.
back row, and it's great.
Yeah, there's good seats everywhere, but he's saying that there's some really good seats that are available if you're interested. Yes, ma'am, good morning.
Joanne from New Hampshire. Are we going to have a live song this morning?
Are you going to have a what?
A live song this morning? We're out of time, actually.
We're about out of time, but we might get John Johnson to sing a song for you if you all want to sit there, because I forgot about it. We started blabbing along. I forgot that he was here. You may have to catch us next week because we're just about out of time. John usually shows up. We'll have him sing next week. Of course, if he would just show up every Tuesday, we could just feed him free donuts and get him to sing.
Here we go.
We have about 4 minutes left.
One more question back here.
Yep, come on.
Hi, Beverly from Jersey.
Hi, Beverly.
Hi there. We were here a couple weeks ago, and Dustin was here. We
Yep.
were so excited. Is
Yep.
he back to stay?
No, we fired his ass. He is so out of here. Yes, Dustin Jenkins is back in the band, and it took a lot of work, a lot of things to make that happen. But several months of working things out. But he came back on New Year's Eve, and he is back in the lineup, so he's here all the time and doing a fine, overly impressive job. I think he's singing as good as he ever did or better than he ever did.
Absolutely.
He's just killing it. And it was the part of our band we needed, so it's all good.
Well, before we sign off, I want to talk to our people online. Make sure you're going through, liking, and subscribing to all of our social medias. We have a Facebook page. We have an Instagram page. We have a Spotify channel. We have a YouTube channel. Make sure you're going through, subscribing, liking, sharing, commenting, all that good stuff, because the more that you do that, the more our social medias get out. And the more our social medias get out, the more we can do this for you.
Yeah, what he said. I don't even know what any of that stuff is, but just do what he says.
A lot of people brought donuts today, Bobby, too. They followed your instructions. There's a lot
All
over
of you
here.
people that brought donuts, yeah, we have donuts over there for you. Everybody can have donuts. Is there coffee over there?
There is some left, yes.
Yeah, help yourself to the coffee and donuts, or take some home with you if you want. I just got a note from our chef back there. He said, "Stay away from the donuts, Tubby." Smart Alec. Anyway, all right. Well, we've got time for one or two more questions.
Quick questions.
Yeah, I got to be quick. We got about 2 minutes before we're out of here. Right in the front row and back there. All right, we'll take both those and we'll go. Front row, yep. Front row.
Hi, this is Lorinda from Minnesota.
Hi.
And is Sawyer Brown in the Country Music Hall of Fame? And if not, will they become a member?
They are not. There's no he, by the way. Nobody's named Sawyer Brown. Yeah, the band is called Sawyer Brown, named after a road. Well, there's people trying to make that happen for us, them. All members of the band, prior members would be inducted as well. They're working on it, but it takes a lot of work. So
yeah, the reality of it, if you watch that documentary, they should be in there. There's no
absolutely.
doubt in my mind they should be in there.
yeah, go watch our documentary. It's
Yeah.
pretty impressive. Yes, sir. Good morning.
Jerry Murray, Virginia. Back to the original songs. Why not sing just one song periodically?
Well, there's an idea too. I might try that. We'll try that. Getting a lot of heat for original material. You know, you people. I didn't know you all were. Usually, it's a bunch of weirdos that want to hear that stuff. But if you're
There's
coming to
normal
hang out with us, you're probably all as weird as we are anyway. So there you go. All right, I guess we're about it. God bless all you folks for coming. Spread the word. It's free every Tuesday. We do this chance to kind of get up close and personal and ask questions and free donuts. How can you beat that? For
And don't
Tuesday
forget to
morning?
come Thursday for our reformatted show.
Yes, on Thursday, everybody, we got a new show. It's reformatted. All we hear is people want to see more of the OBO band. More OBO band, okay, we're giving it to you on Thursday. On Thursday nights, if you come out here, the first half of the show will be all OBO band. We'll just play nothing but our band. The second half will be a bunch of friends, or it'll be like a a jam session, a get together. I don't know, hoot nanny, whatever you want to call it, because it'll be just whatever goes. We'll get.
And this
guys.
week we have some incredible singers.
Well, we do, and then we have some incredible singers, and then we have a lot of just mediocre guys like John Johnson. But he's awesome. But that's what's going to happen on Tuesdays is we'll have us. And the first half, second half will be a bunch of our buddies. Or if you want to sing on the thing, get in touch with us. We'll put you up here because that's what Thursdays is going to be. A lot of fun, probably craziness, but come see us Thursdays. And as I always say, come see us at the Orange Blossom Opry. You'll be glad you did.